All right. We're back for
Oh,
another week,
fellas,
baby.
fellas. Week 7. Week 6 is in the books.
Yes, sir. Tyler's got a
We
notepad.
got we got a special
Post
guest
it,
here today.
post it,
Little tie.
post it, Tyler and whiteboard Joey.
Yes, sir. All right. Let's talk about the NFC East for our special whittle guest. Let's start with the worst team in it, the Giants. What do y'all think about midway through the season about this squad?
We for all the hype they got, for the money that they paid Barkley, and I mean Barkley was cooking. Barkley's a beast if he stays healthy. Daniel Jones is not showing me much. He's a normal player that gets paid a lot of money. They get paid money and they don't do well. For all the talk about the talent and how speedy they were and how their off season was, I didn't buy it. I knew they were going to be trash. They were trash last year. They were trash this year. I knew they'd be at the bottom, so it's just not surprising to me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm disappointed with like the play calling too, because it seems like Dayball has taken like a major step back, to be honest. And like I don't get their like lack of use with Hyatt. Like that dude low key is a stud when he was coming out of college and stuff, and everybody on Twitter and everyone in the league was hyping him around him. And now they just don't use him. I think they used him one game in that Cardinals game real heavy.
Mm-hmm.
The one game they won.
Yep.
And now they just don't use him. And yeah, Saquon can cook when he's healthy, but that's just a big what if. And that's why like I don't see the point in like paying him. There was no point in like giving him any sort of big contract for the simple fact that he cannot prove to stay healthy for a full season ever. But yeah, Daniel Jones, I think everybody, even Giants fans, knew he was overpaid. There's no point in giving him all that bread.
Yeah, they could have spent that money somewhere. Running back to a dime a dozen. We know this.
Yeah, and Darren Waller's been an absolute non-factor.
That's what I was going to say. Darren Waller has just been a big, huge disappointment. Like they're just not. So my opinion of the Giants is kind of the same. I was expecting Washington to be a little bit worse than they are.
Yeah, we know. You're a hater. You're a Dallas fan and you're a hater.
You're the same
way.
Your
Dallas fan is a hate and you're a hater.
You're the one holding the whiteboard up during the whole show, you weirdo. But yeah, so I didn't see the Giants being this bad, but at this point, I think they're gonna be terrible. I don't think they're gonna get rid of Brian Daboll or nothing like that. But
I don't think they can. I'm just disappointed in them right now.
They bad play calling all around. They can't seem to score a damn touchdown at all. So.
Yeah, no. Hey, listen, it's genuinely just embarrassing. It's not even fun to watch those games. Like when they're like one of the primetime games, I could genuinely go without watching it.
Oh yeah.
Granted, they did keep up with the Bills, though. I'm not gonna lie. The Bills looked terrible.
Their defense played pretty well.
Well, again, Tyrod was at least getting first downs and helping the defense not stay on the field the whole game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He didn't turn it over. Toast.
And then instead of going from bottom up, we'll go to Philly, since y'all are Washington and Dallas fans. We'll save those ones. We'll let Ty go first on the Philly banter.
Yeah, they're gonna win the division. Let's just be real. In my opinion, as long as like nothing really goes horribly wrong, I feel like they're gonna have 2 or 3 games above us. I feel like I could see us. We're using my phone to record this. I need to look at the schedule, but I know that like we have a chance to lose to the Bills, the Lions, the Dolphins. So I mean, 11-6 maybe something like that.
I'll tell you what, I got the Eagles schedule right here. I can name you their last games. They got the Dolphins next. Then they got the Commanders, Dallas, Chiefs, Bills, Niners, Cowboys, Seahawks, Giants, Cardinals, Giants.
Yeah, I mean,
with the way Philly's been playing, yeah, it's pretty tough. With the way Philly's been playing, I don't know if they beat Miami. Miami looks like one of the best teams in the league.
Terrible, bro. I'm not calling Miami the best team in the league. Best offense in the league, yes, but I don't know about best team overall. I don't know.
I don't know. They just served like they dominated the draft in the offseason, and
Well,
those
the
players.
Niners didn't look like one of the
But
best teams. We thought they were the best team in the NFL, and they come out and didn't do shit.
That's because everyone has a stinker, and that's why you hate on the Cowboys when we had one against the Cardinals.
You have multiple, though.
We have 2 losses.
And you're about to have more when you come to Washington. You better not be on a streak neither. You better not win. You better not win 3 or 4
there
games.
I'm not worried about. I feel like Eagles are going to split, but I definitely can see us sweeping Washington.
Yeah, right. I see us sweeping the Cowboys. Y'all play like ass.
Yeah, I don't know.
Best defense in the league. Everybody talked about the Cowboys having the best defense in the NFL. Trash. You played nobody. The Eagles would dust y'all.
We'll see in weeks' time. I don't know. I think my thing with Philly, I do think they still win the division.
Yeah,
I think for some reason this year, though, they've really gone astray from what worked last year.
Because
like even
the teams are stopping all the fucking runs and motions they do.
I mean, to an extent, the Jets seem like the first team to kind of stop it somewhat. But even then, like, I feel like, I don't know, like, if you force Jalen to pass, dude, he struggled, bro. And, like, they were without Sauce and, can't remember the other guy's name, DJ Reed or something. They were without both their top 2 corners and still picked that man off 3 times. Like, that was just an embarrassing loss for them. But, I mean, I think they'll bounce back. I think they just need to get back to where they were last year and realize that they're 100% a rushing team. But I mean, that defense will carry them to mad dubs. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
like,
Tyler, where's all the critique for Jalen Hurts and his 7 picks? You want to say how all the time throwing interceptions.
They're 5-1.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
You don't want to say nothing about that performance.
Okay,
I mean,
well,
I feel like a lot of people.
I would if you asked me. I mean, I just said
I'm asking you now.
The players in the offseason and the draft, they're stepping up more than Jalen Hurts is. I said it on Twitter the other day, like Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts are not playing like they did last year through this 6 weeks of the NFL season.
Oh yeah, facts.
They're not. But like Mason said, he lost the game for him last game, but they're 5-1.
That's why he's not going to
finds ways to win.
Quarterbacks. It's the same thing with
That's
Patrick
different
Mahomes.
from Dak and Sam Howell. Like,
yeah.
Speaking of Mahomes, I just want to say the Chiefs have one of the easiest schedules for no reason, and it's like they're just getting catered.
Well, that's a whole nother topic because the Flags, the past 2 games that they've had, well, no, the 2 games before last have been ridiculous.
Atrocious.
Mm-hmm.
But now we can get to Washington. Joe, you can start with Washington.
How goat.
I'd give the defense more of a GOAT status.
Yeah, our defense stepped up big time.
And the backup for Forbes.
Yeah.
Because Forbes has been shit.
Yeah, Forbes looks a little you know.
I mean, he looks like crap so far. He's a first-round pick.
Yeah, and he's blowing it. Yeah, our defense stepped up without him, and our D-line really got in there and forced some pressures, which made Ritter into bad throws. We're just streak enders. That's just what we do. You got a streak. You're on a streak. Come to Washington. We'll end it. Hal played well, 3 tubs. Versus a supposedly good Atlanta secondary. Samuel had a good game. Robinson 2 tubs. I think all around is a good game. If we can carry that into next week, and I mean, obviously we're playing the Giants, so that should be an easy dub.
Yeah, it could be, but lost to the Bears. So
hey, every good team is due for a stinker.
Okay,
3 of them already.
Yeah, 3 stinkers. I don't know. I like how he seemed to be progressing. He still needs to get rid of the ball a lot faster. He did make some smarter plays and decisions. Didn't have a turnover, which is good. Yeah, I mean, I think he played well all around. We played well. Ritter had a 31 game win streak that we ended, so I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll just sum it up as like it was it was exactly what I expect from a Falcons and Washington game.
Yeah,
It was
not for you.
it was
Ritter is trash, bro.
it was trash on offense for the Falcons. Washington defense stepped up. Howell had great position, field position, took advantage of it as you should, not taking anything away from it.
Right,
But that's why he only had 100 yards.
right.
So like he didn't have to do much. So I mean, I don't get the whole how coming out when like
Hey,
Mason said
three
it's been
tubs. Hey, he bet.
three,
When has Dak passed for 3 tubs?
all the time, but not this year.
Oh, yeah, well, not this year. Yeah, this
Yeah,
is this
hasn't
year,
needed to
buddy. We're not
have a better
talking about
record.
last year. All right, Skip, calm
No,
down, Skip. Calm down, Skip. We're not talking about last year. We're talking about this year. When has your quarterback ever thrown for 3 tubs in a game?
this year none.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought.
Who has the better record? Who's
One
needed him?
one tub a game couldn't be my quarterback. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, you have 6
I know,
picks,
I know, I know.
and
Mason
that's all you
agrees.
talk about with Dak.
I know.
Pick,
Mason
pick,
agrees.
pick,
I know
pick.
Mason agrees. Hey, our quarterbacks couldn't just throw one. They couldn't be our QBs. Not
I know
ours.
because
Not
y'all's
ours.
quarterbacks had needed to do more. Dak hasn't.
Not. Yeah, he has. He needed to do more against the 49ers. He didn't, and which got beat by the Browns, by the way.
Yeah. So why do you take
What?
that one game? You just use the stinker
You sound like
yourself,
that. You sound like the.
but then yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
What? What doesn't? That Dak's not that good of a. How's better than Dak?
Okay, well that okay.
This
so.
year,
Yeah.
this year's proven it. How many yards does he have? How many tubs does he have?
Al has like 1,500.
Your
has
quarterback
like
threw for
12.
6. Your quarterback threw for like 6 tubs all season. My quarterback threw for like 6 tubs in like 2 games.
I will say though, I don't like the yard stat. Jameis Winston threw for 5K and meant nothing.
Yeah, but when it shows narrative, he's going to use it. So it's everything.
Well, check the rating. Check the quarterback rating. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, y'all's quarterbacks have had to do more. Our victories have been defensive wins.
You're not even a good defense either.
Okay, but
the stats lie.
Okay, all right. We'll see at the end of the
season.
season.
Is the Browns. They're way better defense than the Cowboys.
I mean, the Browns have been historically great this year. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, what do you take away? Because Joe will just keep babbling, but that's the whole. Before we got into that whole spiel, the thing with, like I said, with Washington, the Washington game is it was just an average, boring game. Defense good on Washington. Sam Howell had good field position and cashed it in, and
we bullied them.
You didn't bully them. If you bullied them, you would have won 40-20, like the Bears did on you guys.
We bullied them. Ritter couldn't do
I don't
nothing.
know if I full on.
We
defense bullied them. I'll give them that much because you did get like 3
I've said that. Yeah.
And I will say I am more impressed with Howell this week because again, I mean the Falcons secondary, it's not top tier, but it's not bad. It's a good secondary.
Top 10 secondary. He's done it to multiple top 10 secondaries. We thought the Broncos secondary was good. Torch them. We thought the
but no, they've been.
Well, terrible. I mean, the Broncos are.
They've been terrible. That's what you do to us. So I'm going to do it to you. The Broncos are ass. You
honestly look on that.
I mean, Mason was saying that they got a good defense. They had
before the season started, they should have.
Exactly.
They allowed 70 fucking points.
I picked them up in
70 fucking points, bro. There's no excusing the Denver defense anymore, bro.
Yeah.
Again, Howell's impressed me though these past like 2 weeks.
My quarterback could throw 3 picks in a game though. Just saying.
Hey, I don't Super Bowl.
Hey,
Jalen Hurts did it, so it must be okay.
Now you're comparing him to Jalen Hurts.
Hey, it must be okay if Jalen Hurts did it.
It wasn't. They lost.
I'm just saying.
Your quarterback lost.
It must be okay.
3 picks and
win
okay.
most of the time. It must be okay. You can't throw 1 touchdown and expect to beat a good team either.
No. Yeah.
I'm not taking a ton away from Washington, but I'm also not giving them a ton again because it's Desmond Ridder and that offense is genuine garbage. Your defense looked really good, though. I will give them that.
I mean, we could have
Forbes
lost like
needs
the
to step up.
Packers.
Yeah, I mean, you could have also gotten blown out by 20 and allowed 40 to the Bears, unlike the Packers. But I mean, that's a different story.
Yeah, you really like you.
That's
really
why I'm really again. As
Hey,
much
that
as
was
I
a
want to
short
give
week.
Washington,
That was a short week.
no, I don't care. As much as I don't give a fuck how short of a week it was. It was a short week for the Bears, and they still managed 40 on you. They have one of the worst teams in the league, and y'all let them get 40 on you. And y'all
Did
only
they really
put
have
20.
a short week?
Y'all
How
only
short was
had
their
20.
week?
Yeah, they played on
Yeah, they
Sunday
did.
just like y'all. What the fuck?
I don't know. I don't remember that. I gotta check the schedule.
It doesn't fit your narrative. I don't.
Nope,
I don't
it
know.
doesn't. It doesn't. Nope, it doesn't.
Again, the division's going exactly pretty much how I thought it would. Philly, Dallas,
Yeah.
Washington, Giants. I feel like that's pretty much what everyone saw it being, and that's exactly what it is being. Except I think the Giants are a lot worse than everybody thought.
Like he'll keep the same
Washington looks
energy,
average.
but he'll continue to be behind us every year. That's simple as that.
It doesn't matter.
I
How's
don't
1-0? How's 1-0 versus Dak?
Oh, I thought we weren't supposed to talk about last year. We're talking about this year. We haven't played yet. Okay, move on. Move on. Let's talk about the Cowboys game.
Yeah,
That's all time. That's all
talk
time.
about Dallas. All right, I'll start with Dallas. I haven't started with one yet. All right.
I put him in lowercase because he's trash.
I mean, again, my thing with Dallas. I mean, I went on a whole rant last week about it. I don't like the coaching, but again, I'm not going to fully blame the coaching. Dak looked a lot better this week, but again, I expected him to. Anyone should have expected Dak to do what he did yesterday because you're up against the worst passing defense in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Ranked. Gallup
He
needs to
didn't
go,
even
though.
put up that great of
Gallup,
numbers either. I thought
but
he played mid.
No, he didn't play mid.
He didn't
Gallup,
play mid.
genuinely, his stats, I think he was genuinely perfect. He was like 16 for 16 or something when targeting Cooks and Lamb. All of his drops came from fucking Gallup. And Gallup had some easy catches, especially that one in the end zone for a tub.
Mm-hmm.
He should have held on to that. Gallup has seriously not been the same since that injury.
That was a fucking dot.
That was a beautiful pass. Like, he
Yeah.
missed – that was just – I don't know, dude. Gallup really has not been the same since that injury. And it's not looking like he's ever going to be again. I don't know what to do with him, but I am glad to see y'all at least got Cooks involved this week.
Yeah,
I'm not been using that man at all.
No. And
I'll give the defense a little credit though, because y'all were pressuring the fuck out of Herbert all game, bro.
Mm-hmm.
All game. I mean, I think they were without their center, but that's about it. So I'm not really gonna say like, oh, their offensive line was bashed up or anything, but like they came to play, bro. Micah, he was kind of non-existent, but he did come up at the end, make that great play.
Needed it.
Pretty much end it. Defense, again, it's solid, but I'm not taking too much away from it. I'd want to see him do that against like a really, really great team. I'm not saying the Chargers aren't good, but they're not like Niners.
Yeah. But it's still the most solid, even though it wasn't like the best win, because like we played really, really good against the Jets, who just recently beat the Eagles.
Yeah, that was my favorite defensive performance from y'all so far this year because it was against an actual offense. I will say that much.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't like McCarthy's play calling because yesterday was one game too where it's like short passes would have worked. Mm-hmm. Chargers were lining up deep every play, especially there was one drive. Y'all were literally pinned back at like the 5-yard line. Chargers were playing all the way back to like the 12 or 13, and y'all are still sending 3 deep. And then you're trying to force a run game that's not there. Yeah. Neither team had a run game and should have just gave up. McCarthy's too hard-headed, though. He wants the run game to work so bad, even when it's not.
Yeah.
It's like he should have just gave up after a while because the deep balls, they were working, but the pass game really was there yesterday. Mm-hmm. And that's the Chargers' weak point. I will say, though, Dak did miss that Pollard touchdown at the end, though. Granted, luckily it didn't come back to screw him or nothing.
I'm trying to remember that. I was really tired because...
It's when y'all settled for the field goal right before Chargers got the ball for the last time.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Pollard did get a little bit of a shove before, like, he got to finish his route, but I don't know. I feel like that ball could have been better.
Yeah, but how about that play, though, to Pollard, the touchdown?
Oh, that was nice, dog. I like how Dak extended that play. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And then Pollard breaking.
You like that one, Joe? Just as an NFL fan, or no? Because you're a hater.
Yeah. So I was gonna say,
it's just one opinion.
McCarthy.
I'm rant.
I'm gonna get to it. McCarthy. His play calling was mid, but he outcoached Stanley, and he outcoached Cowboys. Coaching outcoached the Chargers. I feel like the Chargers could have won that game, and they should have if smarter play calling was done. If they would have chose to take their points.
Staley's an idiot, bro. He does this every week.
So I don't really want to I want to give Dallas their props for beating a better team than the previous teams that they faced in the beginning of the season. But they shouldn't have won this game. The Chargers folded and they sold. They definitely could have beat y'all, and they should have beat y'all. I think Herbie got fluked on that run for a first down. That was definitely a first down, and should have been. And that play call to play action, try to get it to Palmer. That was just a terrible. I mean, it's like 4th and inches. Just run the damn ball. Pick up the first. If not, just take your 3 because it's going to come back to bite you. And it did. They lost.
Didn't work on the other
by 3.
Exactly. So the coaching is part of the.
So you gotta. I mean, you gotta.
Obviously,
you gotta tank your points or choose a better play call on 4th and goal or 4th and inches at the 4-yard line, 5-yard line. I don't even know why they didn't. There was no challenge on that play. Why? Who doesn't challenge that? I mean, he dove head first. He didn't slide. He didn't give himself up. That should have been a first. So they get that and they score and they're up on y'all. And if it was just better coaching from the Chargers and Stanley, and I mean, like I said, Kellen Moore came out with a good play call, a good playbook in the first half, in the first quarter for sure. That first drive was phenomenal. But after then, I don't know what happened. It's like the light just got switched on the Cowboys coaching, and they outcoached the Chargers. They should have beat y'all. Dak did make good plays. He extended the plays. He did get sacked some time, and he should have got the ball out of his hands a lot sooner. But I don't know. I mean, Dak, normally you think of Dak like 280, 300 yards, 2-3 tubs, He's not doing that. He's putting up 270, 250 under 250 in one tub, a pick or two, and I mean he just looks mid. He should before pre-Dak injury, Dak was putting up around 300 yards and 2 to 3 tubs.
No, we had Amari Cooper and a better
now is
that, but
now is and you had more too. So I don't But yeah, y'all should have lost. Kudos for y'all winning. Y'all held in there and pulled it out. But yeah, Chargers should have gotten the dub. They sold. That's what I'm saying.
I will say too, I really like that option play by Dak and
the 4th down, the 4th and 1. Ooh,
that was a beautiful play call.
Oh
Dak
yeah,
smart as shit to pull that
also
ball back.
Yeah, he almost didn't. You caught a break because he almost didn't get it out of there clean. He almost fumbled it, and that would have been bad if you watch the replay.
Okay, but he didn't. So wow.
I'm just saying.
So I need to
football's
address
football's a game.
I need to address the thing about Dak not releasing it fast enough. You're an idiot. He's top 5 getting rid of the ball. What he's bad at is when there's somebody behind him and he's had to get out, run out away from the O-line. I think he played good enough yesterday. I mean, yeah, it would have been nice because it was pretty boring the second and third quarter because it was just like
versus a bad defense. He got to be to get an A. You got to go for 300, 2 to 3 tubs. He should have lit them up, and you have the weapons on offense, and he doesn't, and he didn't. He threw for 1 tub.
Okay, well, again, dude, we're 4-2, we're better than you. So obviously he's doing
by 1 game. You're 1 game ahead. Whoa, 1 game ahead.
I'm hit, but you still haven't caught up. We're in week 6. Didn't you just say we're going into week 7?
Big deal.
By the way, Dak had over 300 total yards and 2 touchdowns, by the way.
Yeah, dude, you don't know what you're talking
He
about.
ran for one, and
Yeah,
he had
that's what I'm saying. 300 total yards. He had 272 passing.
just as passing. Forget running. Just
You
as a
can't do
passer.
that though. You can't
Yeah,
do
you
that. Earl.
can. Yeah, you
No,
can. You
because when you
can.
do that, you make
Alex
half
run.
quarterbacks look like shit. If you
Just
Thank
don't
you.
pass.
add rushing, who's Jalen Hurts then? He's
That's
nobody.
still picking up first downs and
What if he
gaining
fumble? What if
yards.
he fumbled that? That doesn't even count.
But he didn't.
It doesn't matter.
What?
I'm saying just by passing. Not a
He's
good
like
passer.
21 for
Bad
29 with
passer.
272 and a tub. That's not bad.
B. That's a B. I'm giving him a B. That's it. Just a B.
All right, hey, that's fine. That's beyond a passing grade. But he did enough. I was super fucking pissed off with Michael Gallup though. Like that's yesterday is finally when I'm like, okay, now I can understand. I'm starting to understand why people are pissed about Amari Cooper. Because last year I really wasn't that upset about getting rid of Amari Cooper, but this year I am, knowing that we got rid of him to get. Granted, Michael Gallup is cheaper, but still giving him a whole new contract and letting Amari Cooper go for a 5th round pick. That's just idiotic. And then when it comes to Mike McCarthy, now again in the beginning of the season, we were winning games, blah blah blah, and it looked all right versus pretty bad teams. And so now I hate it. Like the Niners game was like the worst. It was terrible. It was like the end. It was like the end of the last two 49er playoff games, the entire game. Like it was disastrous. And yesterday it just felt like it was like he was just headbutting with Kellen Moore. Like they were both going for it on 4th down. And I know Stanley has some part to do with that. But so it was, I don't know.
Yeah,
It was all
terrible.
right.
Those were terrible calls.
No, I mean, not ours. It was a 30-yard run by Dak for a touchdown.
I think y'all need to get Turpin more involved instead of Gallup.
Yep. That's
I genuinely just don't know why y'all keep sticking with him. He struggled all year. He really doesn't get open. He can't gain separation. Now the one game he kind of gets separation, he can't even hold on to balls. It's like I don't know. Turpin's fast, dog, and he's made some plays. Like I don't know why y'all don't use him more other than for
I think
around stuff. Like
I think it was the 49ers game where he had the touchdown in the end zone though.
On the crossing pattern.
Yeah.
Into the front corner.
That shocked me because I was like, "Ooh, that's Turpin!" Like, I don't know if he can catch that shit, but he did. But so we'll see. I mean, we have a bye next week, so rest up. We're better.
Probably Dak's probably gonna throw an interception next week on the bye. He'll go 1 for 2.
But yours has twice as many, so okay.
I mean that's okay. I mean Hurts has
It's
got
okay.
7.
It's
So.
okay.
Yeah, I mean interceptions are fine. I mean Josh Allen threw 3 in a game,
And they lost.
I mean yeah, okay.
You lost. Hurts lost. You can't throw 3 picks. So mine has not.
You can't.
Yeah. My quarterback could never.
I mean, Hal's still 1-0 versus Dak, so
That's last year. You said we can't do
it don't
that.
matter. It's all time.
Well, all time, you'll never catch up to us.
It's all time.
The day we die, Cowboys will always have an all-time better record than you guys. Like over
Then who? Then the Redskins?
Yes.
Yeah, but we're Commanders. So what's our record versus Dallas?
Oh no, you're still negative. Guaranteed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you've only won like 2, or no, just whatever last year was.
I don't know.
Because before that, y'all were the football team when you beat them with Alex Smith. So the Commanders, I mean, I think they have you like 1-3.
I don't remember. We got to check the stats.
Oh my God! Can we move on to something else? Because it's kind of just like pointless. Like when it comes to the Cowboys, like it's literal jokes.
Yeah, no, I'm hip. All right, we're pretty much almost halfway through the season. Let's look at like some records and see who we got winning the division, and if we still stick with our original picks. So for the AFC East, we obviously have the Dolphins 5-1, Bills 4-2, Jets 3-3, and Patriots at a shocking 1-5. Who did y'all have before the year winning this division?
Wait for
I had the Bills. Joe, didn't you have the Jets?
I was
Could've
back
swore you said
with the healthy Rodgers, yeah. So,
I
but
I still yeah. I mean, I
I
put it
didn't see
before the season. I put him
I
in
didn't
the
see Rodgers coming out and first step on the field, he's breaking his Achilles. Well, quote unquote, tearing his Achilles. Dude's running
You saw
around
the
probably
video. It fucking
40 sprints.
popped.
Dude's bionic. That was probably just his leg doing what it's supposed to do. Dude's a weirdo. How are you up doing this? I mean, there's so many reports that covered it and saying that you should not be up and even if you do the fastest surgery.
He is having an impressive comeback, but he's got miles to go. He has miles.
I mean, the dude must have went to a dark room and fucking popped some ayahuasca and then listened to dolphins, because that man is just like he was. Did he go see?
Sex, mind you.
Yeah.
Did he go see Aquaman? Like, because there's no way you're up throwing the football like that. The dude is just bionic. He's gonna get hurt. He's gonna get hurt again. There's no way.
If he comes back too early, he will 100% get hurt, and I don't want him to, because he will genuinely ruin his career.
I don't think he will. I think the Jets are going to make the playoffs, and Rodgers is going to be back at some point in the season, and he'll be fine.
So who do you have?
As of right now.
You have 3 teams making the playoffs in this division?
Yes.
You have the Dolphins, Bills, and Jets making the division in the East? Who do you have winning?
I don't.
Huh?
Who do you have winning it?
The Bills.
I have Dolphins.
I'm
Dolphins.
sticking with the Bills.
Now you're going Dolphins.
I think Dolphins will make the playoffs, though. But
yeah.
I don't trust their defense like that. That's the main thing that just steers me away from Miami.
I mean, they could switch on the offensive. I mean, we seen last week. It's like they were just toying with them. They led the Panthers 2 drives, and after they went down.
They allowed the Panthers to put 21, bro.
They scored 5 on like the next 6 or 7 possessions. So it's like
their offense can win.
As soon as, and that
Eventually, your defense has to show up.
For the Dolphins, if they can just put up 70,
they're not putting 70 again.
No. Every game they're going to score 100 this week.
They're going to average like 40 as long as their offense is healthy.
Oh, facts.
And not a lot of teams keep up.
You got the Dolphins.
So that's Mason's point.
Yeah, I'll take the Dolphins to win the division.
You have anybody else in that division going to the playoffs?
The Bills.
No Jets?
Nah, the Jets missed the playoffs. Aaron Rodgers is going to come back. If he does come back, he's going to get hurt. And even if he does, it's going to be too late. I don't think they'll make the playoffs in the AFC, even as like the 7th seed.
All right. Then we got the AFC North. We got the Ravens at 4-2, Steelers at 3-2, Browns at 3-2, and the Bengals at 3-3. Before the season,
Ravens are the only ones making it.
What?
I see the Bengals. I see the Bengals and the Ravens both making it. The Ravens shoot themselves in the foot. They're literally like I don't even know if you watch the game over the weekend, they have so many penalties. Like I don't know how the Titans blew that game. I mean,
they're a sloppy team, but
they shot themselves in the foot.
They always find ways to win.
I don't think they'll win the division. I think the Bengals. I think the Bengals will end up winning. I think they'll catch stride.
I'm sticking with the Bengals to win the division.
I think Joe Burrow is gonna just come back. I mean, you see how they played over the weekend versus when they played the Cardinals, or was that last week?
I think that knee's finally trying to get healthy for Cincinnati.
Yeah, he's looking fine. If you saw that run, then like Burrow's on his way back. I mean, I think the Bengals are more of a complete team. Offensively for sure. I think they have better playmakers, and Burrow's just a better quarterback. He's not going to make the turnovers. Lamar, if you try to put the ball in Lamar's hands for you to win the game, he's not going to do it. I mean, he's not clutch. He's not clutch and crunch. The dude can't take care of the ball. He causes turnovers. He forces the ball into places they shouldn't go. He doesn't even have awareness. I mean, if you saw the 2 games ago against the Steelers, he drops back to pass. No, you got like a minute left or less around there, in the 4th, and you're not aware of nobody around you. I just don't see them winning the division. They'll make the playoffs, but then Bengals will win that division for sure.
All right, then we got the AFC South. I'm pretty sure we're all going to agree on this one, like we said before the year. We got the Jags, Colts, Texans, and Titans. Jags at 4-2, Colts at 3-3, Texans 3-3, Titans 2-4.
Yeah, I see the Jags winning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jags 100%.
Yeah.
Even though
It'll
they
be
don't look as great this year.
Yeah, it'll be neck and neck. I mean, Lawrence is injured. I mean, he's a game or two. He's not gonna be gone long. I mean, you got the Texans and the Colts. One of them will make the playoffs.
I don't think another team makes the playoffs out of this division.
I mean,
Richardson's probably gone for season. They said he's going to have that surgery. Stroud is nice, but I don't see them actually making a push for the playoffs. Like I said before the year, they win around 7 to 8 games, which is still highly impressive for the Texans. And then Titans are just absolute dog shit.
yeah, they're trash. They're not. I mean, like I said, at best, one of them might make it. If and I mean, out the West, somebody's gonna get a little bit more. So, nah, I don't know. Maybe if the Texans if CJ Stroud and that defense steps up, and they make a couple of decent plays, they might clip the 7th seed. You didn't hear it from me though.
Tell you got the Jags then?
Yeah, that's it. Going into the playoffs. Winning the division. That division sucks. It's not even worth talking about.
I'm hip. Then we got the AFC West. Chiefs, Raiders, Chargers, Denver. Chiefs at 5-1. Raiders at 3-3. Chargers 2-3. Denver 1-5.
I have the Chargers, Chiefs.
Yeah, I have the Chargers. All right, so basically, I think the Chargers are going to duke it out with the Ravens for one of the last playoff seeds.
You mean the Chiefs? Oh,
No,
for the
Chiefs are going to win the division. I'll take my pick back. I had the Chargers before the year.
Wow, yeah, you set me up.
Yeah, no, that Chargers defense is a lot worse than I genuinely thought it would be. That defense is shit, and they're not going to be able to keep up with the Chiefs. They play them this week, though, and I think it'll be a good game. But, yeah, no, I mean, I think Chiefs win the division. Especially with the way penalties go their way and everything, they're going to win the division. Raiders and Denver, no. They're not going to do anything.
No, they're not. Had you heard anything more from Jimmy G? Or
I think he's gonna be out at least next week. I think it was like a sprain or something in his back.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it was worrisome though, because like, why is he going to the hospital?
Yeah, because I heard something about like a spine, and I was like, geez.
Joe, you got
the Chiefs. What's the Chiefs' record? They've only lost one, haven't they?
Yeah, they're 5-1.
Yeah, see, it's like they just got to pass straight to the bowl. I mean, you go to the Super Bowl and then you have like the easiest schedule. Who have they played? Not really good teams. And I don't understand why they have such an easy schedule.
I mean,
anyway,
it's like they have an easy schedule because they're the fucking Chiefs.
But they don't even have, like, offensively, they have, like, janitors. Kadarius Toney's like a third-string receiver off another squad. You have, like, a running back in Pacheco. Who's that? Who is that?
He's been pretty nice. He's honestly been
Pacheco. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been cooking, dog. He's had some.
He's nice, but it's not like he's,
Well, I get what you're saying, but that's what happens.
What I mean? Like a vet that's been
quarterback like Mahomes, and you have a wide receiver basically at tight end.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, that's their only weapons. You have Mahomes and Kelsey. Your defense is trash. You allow 20 points to the Jets.
I don't know. Their defense has been a lot better than I thought.
Yeah. I don't
know.
Their
run defense, their pass defense
games.
is kind of
That's the thing.
I mean, I don't know.
We know.
If the Chargers beat the Chiefs, I'll stick with my pick.
Yeah, Chiefs have the lowest points allowed in the entire AFC.
Because who are they playing? Who was their schedule?
They played the Jags, the Lions. The Lions are them.
They lost, but
yeah, the Jets, the Vikings, and the Bears.
So they played 2 tough teams. They played 3 trash teams.
I mean, you can't expect every week for them to go out there. Oh, it's this week, Bills next week.
I'm hip. Like, we can't. Sometimes I hate the schedule thing.
I mean,
like, I get it, but it's at the same time, we ain't got no control over it. They ain't got no control over it.
Yeah, but I mean, there are some takeaways.
A little bit, but to dive deep like this, like, they're the Chiefs. Their schedule is going to look easy every once in a while.
it's like it's favored towards them. And then on top of that, they get the calls.
But
I mean, I don't
everybody
know.
has like the division teams, a set of random division, and like 2 or 3 NFC or AFC teams. It's always randomized.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's always the same pattern. So that's like not true.
All right.
But I mean, I get it when we're talking about like strength of schedule, you know, the following weeks and, you know, how they played last year. But it's tough to do that mid-season, and a lot of people do that. And like, yeah, there's always going to be one upset. Just like you said, Joe, when we were talking, when you were like, oh, are these picks good and blah, blah, blah. And it was like, I picked all the ones that basically, and you were like, there's going to be an upset. There always is. Exactly. Like, it's football. It's going to be random shit. It happens year after year after year.
I mean, with the way the Chargers played, I mean, you might be right. I'm gonna take Chiefs.
All right.
I mean, yeah.
All right, let's dive into the most boring division, the NFC first. The NFC South with the Bucks at 3-2, Falcons 3-3, New Orleans 3-3, and Carolina 0-6.
Ooh, hey, Baker.
Please, they're not going to win that division.
So who the Saints are?
Nah, yeah. I'm sticking with the Falcons.
Nah,
I hate Ritter, but
Ritter?
I'm sticking with my pick. I think they make a move before the deadline and get a quarterback.
I mean, it'd be cool if the Falcons did, you know, they're
I don't trust that Saints offense.
Nah, I don't know. I think the Bucks win. Mayfield with I don't know. I think they came out late in eggs against the Lions. So the Lions, I mean, the Lions are good. We know that they're top 5 team this year. I don't think Ritter's going to do it. He didn't impress me versus my own. I mean, nobody impresses me versus my own team. So there's that. But then, I mean, you got the Saints. I mean, come on now. Derek Carr, really? That offense is good. He's going to lead you to the fucking to some playoff? No. Come on now.
Yeah, they got enough people.
And Ritter, come on now. Ritter, no. What is he going to do? Have every game at home? You can't do that. You got to play on the road sometimes, kid. Baker's going to take the Bucks and win that division.
All right. Well, we'll see. I mean, that division, dude, what I was going to say earlier.
Blows. It's easy.
You see the fucking Panthers tweet out Bryce Young in a Spider-Man suit? Dude, play it now like if you're on your computer. It was on Twitter.
Oh, no, I'm not.
It's embarrassing, dude, because it's like you're 0-6. And he's like, what's that phrase they use with every great responsibility?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, like, what are you doing, dude? They would have been so much better off with fucking CJ Stroud, dude. I said it. I tweeted it.
I'll never understand why they chose Bryce Young.
I just want to say, like a year ago before CJ Stroud got drafted, I already knew he was going to be a beast, and I feel
everyone did. He was like the top prospect.
You were saying, oh, you were judging. Oh, it's just one game. It's just one game.
What?
I don't think it was about CJ Stroud.
Yeah, I said you can't just base it off the championship.
I knew, but
he's been a top prospect for 3 years.
La. I don't want to hear it. I don't
think that's a bold take.
It was hella bold. The boldest of the bold.
All right. Let's go NFC West. We got the Niners at 5-1, Seattle at 3-2, Rams at 3-3, and Arizona at 1-5. I think we can all be in agreement that the 40
division Seahawks will make the playoffs.
I have the Rams.
The Rams don't impress me as much as the Seahawks and Geno Smith.
The Seahawks don't impress me at all. At all.
The Rams look mid.
Didn't the Seahawks beat the Lions?
Yeah, I said that they would because the Lions off that big victory against the Chiefs, and I knew they'd be full of themselves.
I agree.
I think the Rams will beat the. I mean, I think the Seahawks will beat the Rams and claim that spot.
That Puka guy, dude.
It'll come down to like the
Rams' offense is better than Seattle's, and both defenses are not that great this year.
Mm-hmm.
Flip for it.
I mean, both could easily make it in the NFC, to be honest, the Rams and Seattle. But I think Rams get second in that division.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go to the NFC North. We got Detroit at 5-1, Green Bay at 2-3, the Vikings at 2-4, and the Chicago Bears at 1-5. I mean, I said it before the year: the Lions would walk away with this fucking division.
Yeah, Lions.
This division sucks.
Bears.
No other team's making the playoffs in this division. The Lions will win the division, and the rest of the teams will go under 500 and not make the playoffs.
No, that's what you want.
That's what I know. I got the
making
script.
playoff.
I got the script.
I think one might come out of this division.
It's not
One
going to be.
wild card.
It's not going to be the Bears. It's not going to be the Vikings. I mean, come on now. The last one's obvious.
Yeah, they're better than the Commanders.
It's not going to be the Packers. It's not going to be the Packers.
I trust us more than I trust y'all.
I don't.
Okay, Mister.
Y'all
my
quarterback
200.
My quarterback
That's as much as Denver.
doesn't lose
One at
to
a
Atlanta.
time.
They don't lose to Atlanta.
You know, y'all have a negative 43-point differential. I genuinely don't want to hear shit about Washington.
Really? Well, I don't want to hear about the Packers. They lost to Atlanta. We don't.
But y'all
lost to the
Bears.
fucking Bears. That means nothing. We lost by 1 point to Atlanta. Y'all lost by 20 to Chicago.
20 to the Bears.
Y'all have a negative 43.
That was like 2 weeks ago.
Negative 43-point differential. Don't care to hear.
Oh my
2 weeks ago.
This is the guy. This guy you allow on more than me on the podcast.
Hey, I'm here to cause. I'm here. You know, I'm so
controversial.
I'm controversial. I'm on here more than. What are you jealous? Jealous?
Controversial.
What are you jealous?
Just are controversial.
Yeah, I smell jealousy.
All right, then we got the NFC East. I think we all already said that the Eagles will take that division.
Yeah, I got the Eagles and Cowboys making it to the playoffs.
Yeah, me too.
Agreeable.
I don't think Washington's making and Giants.
Not even as a seven. It's just too much talent in other divisions. We probably
there's no talent in other divisions.
If it comes down to us having a chance to, Ron Rivera is probably going to forget that we have.
You're gonna bench Howell, bench McLaurin.
Bench everybody, and then forget that we could even go to the playoffs.
Yeah, facts. That's what I'm saying. I don't trust Washington. Again, Dallas is gonna win enough games to at least make the playoffs, but I don't. And what was y'all's Super Bowl picks before the year? Mine was Cincy versus the Niners.
That's a good question because I don't even remember.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't either. I was hoping I wasn't the only one.
All right, well, who do y'all got right now? Well, since we're almost midway through the season, who do you think standing out to look at like this? This is gonna be the Super Bowl.
I mean, yeah, you have to say Niners.
That would be fun.
Wait, what did you say?
Niners, Dolphins.
Yeah, I was thinking Dolphins. That would be. Yeah,
Dolphins win.
Dolphins win a shit.
Or would it be another scenario like the Seattle-Denver Super Bowl, where the best offense goes against the best defense, and the defense just fucking blows them out? I'm not taking the Dolphins. They don't even win a playoff game this year.
Dolphins versus Browns. You heard it here first.
It's same conference. That's how bold Joe is.
That's how controversial I am.
Oh my God. Short commercial break.
Nah, I think Dolphins got a real shot to make it. Their offense fire. If their defense can step up and make a couple plays, they'll win the games they need to. Some of the teams over the weekend didn't impress me versus, Niners, like you should go. They're the best defense in the NFL, but you should go in there and take care of them. You're the best team in the NFL. You need to go, do what you need to do.
I'm still sticking
like
with
you guys say, everybody has a bad game, but yeah, I'd say Niners. Yeah, I'd honestly Niners Eagles. They do win. Maybe that tush push gets them back to the thing.
Are we still talking about the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I'm so bold.
Oh my God.
Nah.
I'm still going Niners Bengals.
I don't know, dude. I don't think
Yeah,
I don't think Bengals come back. I don't think they make it. I think they'll come back. Burrow will bounce back and have, a good season and then make the playoffs and go deep, but no.
Nope.
Nah.
Stick with my original pick. Not
Nah.
I'm not a scrub.
I do like the Niners though for sure. Honestly, I don't.
As long as they stay healthy, because I don't know what their schedule looks like, because I'm going to judge the
But like
fuck out of you since y'all do it with everybody else. But I want to see Purdy do good without CMC and Debo.
I mean, he didn't do
that.
that. He did not do well without them.
Yeah.
I mean, like so.
Yeah, he had one last.
But
good
that was like the league's best defense. I don't know. I don't know. Like I was saying, none of the teams, like the top teams this week, really impressed me. Eagles.
It was a wild week.
Yeah, I mean and the Bills could have lost, and I mean they barely snuck by. So I don't know. It would be nice to I would like it if the Dolphins made it. I mean, it'd be somebody different.
Yep.
I didn't really see them being this good in the beginning of the season. We knew that their offense with the weapons they got would be like that. I don't know. It would be nice to see the Commanders in there.
No, I don't think anybody wants
that.
Now my dream matchup right now would genuinely be for Detroit to make it.
Yeah.
I think Detroit versus Miami would be the coolest outcome.
Yeah.
That would be nuts. I just don't see it. I just don't see that luck happening for the Lions.
No, like I said, I have them easily winning the division and maybe winning a playoff game, depending on who they play against. They're not gonna make it like that. Get from my fucking vape.
I mean, but they come out and beat the Chiefs in the first game of the season. I don't know. I mean, with them, the way that some of these top teams played over the weekend, it wouldn't shock me if the Lions came out and beat them. Like I could see the Lions beating all three. I can see them beating the Bills. I can see them beating the Niners and the Eagles.
I don't know about the Niners. That's the one team I don't think.
Jared Goff has been playing really well.
He did last year.
Goff be getting slept on.
Mm-hmm. He played, in my opinion, everybody's game of the decade against Patrick Mahomes.
I'm hip. I just want to say, I'm literally perfect on the predictions for the Lions so far this year. 5 for 5.
I don't
Actually,
know.
6 for 6. Sorry.
You called the organization yourself, and they gave you the script.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Should have learned to use my picks.
Yeah, Lions Dolphins would be a dope Super Bowl.
Yeah, but that about wraps it up, I think. I'm getting tired.
Yeah.
Late.
Yeah. Oh, it was only it was only 2.
Oh damn. Joe's gonna mark how many times you said whiteboard.
Maybe I didn't use it enough.
Whiteboard. Well, I mean, you didn't use it a lot.
Surprised me. Yeah,
whiteboard,
it was.
Whiteboard.
I gotta mark it down.
Whiteboard.
What's the over under?
I don't know. You should have figured that out before the stream started.
I said over 15 minutes on your delay, and it was like 12. So
I
was close.
I lost another bet, but all right.
All right.
Take it easy. We'll catch you.
All right, guys. Next week.
Peace.
Deuce.